Guys, I'm going to tell you the reason why Thomas Partey is trending and why Arsenal are no longer going to be in negotiation with Thomas Partey for a contract renewal. We're also going to talk about Oscar Naasei upon to Real Madrid, the reason why Granada are not going to accept the 1 million euro bid from Real Madrid. You're also going to talk about Kwame Poku and also Rahman, amongst many others. But before we jump into it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and also turn on notification. My name is Adam. You're watching SportsCornerGH Quickly, let's jump into it and talk about Thomas Partey. Now, Thomas Partey, we all know before the season ended, was in negotiation and was also in terms with Arsenal concerning a contract renewal. He played extremely well for Arsenal, scoring 4 goals and providing 2 assists in the EPL for Arsenal. At a point when he missed out in the UCL game, every single Arsenal fan was mentioning the name Thomas Partey. So Arsenal decided that, you know what, let's renew Thomas Partey's contract. Even Mikel Arteta came out opening to say that, see, I need Thomas Partey next season. I want him in my team next season because I have a feeling it is near Arsenal are going to win a trophy. So we're all happy when we heard Arsenal were negotiating with Thomas Partey's camp for a contract renewal. But then Thomas Partey gave his demands to Arsenal. He told them that he needed a 2-year contract deal with an improved term, or a 1 year with an option of an extra 1 year with an improved term. Now, we all had negotiations were ongoing. Even Arsenal's website came out to state that Thomas Partey was amongst the players who are still negotiating with the club when it comes to contract renewal. Only for us to wait. And today, we heard Thomas Partey is leaving Arsenal. The talks between the club and the player has broken down. Now, let me tell you the reason why this is happening. Now, this is according to a report from Buchi Laba, and he says that Thomas Partey wants an increase in his wages on his new contract, but the club doesn't want to agree. Arsenal submitted a contract renewal offer on the same wages to his agent weeks ago, but no reply. He will 100% leave if no increase, with concrete offers from Italy and also Turkey. So guys, this is the reason why Thomas Partey is trending. Now let's not forget what Thomas Partey said when he came to Ghana, when he was asked about his contract situation and everything. Now, he said this in an interview with TV3, stating that at this age of my career, my next move must balance ambition, family, and also security. I am an Arsenal fan too, but it's up to the club, my agent, and me to decide. I just want to enjoy football. Thomas Partey knows that this might be his last bumper deal he's going to get in Europe. And he wants to get an offer. He wants to get a proposal from Arsenal that is going to reflect his importance in the team. And if Arsenal cannot meet his personal demands, he's definitely going to leave. And from what we hear, clubs in Turkey have already started speaking to Thomas Partey. Fenerbahce, Jose Mourinho is interested in Thomas Partey. They say if one door closes, another one's open. So at this point, Fenerbahce are opening their door to Thomas Partey to come in the Turkish league, because the Turkish league is becoming hotter and hotter, especially in the transfer market. They are signing good players, and I believe it's going to be very, very interesting. Not only that, Italy, Juventus have also contacted Thomas Partey. They have already shown interest in the player before, but this time around, they have ignited their interest in the player Thomas Partey. But let me tell you a secret. This is very, very secret. This is to man. You see, in 2020, when Thomas Partey left Atletico de Madrid, do you know Atletico de Madrid won the league the following season? Do you know that happened? If you know what I'm about to talk about, then you know what I'm about to say, If Thomas Partey decides to leave Arsenal today to another club, there is high possibility that Arsenal is going to win the EPL. I'm telling you, Thomas Partey, it is his MO. He leaves the club, and trust me, the club wins something. But let's not forget, Barcelona has also shown interest in this player, and a lot of clubs are going to want Thomas Partey's signature and also be willing to meet him halfway when it comes to his personal terms, when it comes to his contract. So, guys, this is the reason why Thomas Partey is trending all over social media, because he is set to leave Arsenal if Arsenal and his camp cannot get to an agreement when it comes to his contract renewal. But then let me know what you think about it down below in the comments. Now, let's move away from that and talk about Naasei upon Naasei upon. This is a follow-up on the video I did in my previous video. I told you that Real Madrid's offer for the player has been rejected, and the player is also attracting interest from Burnley. Now, let me tell you the reason why the offer was rejected, and this is coming from reports from Spain, and this states that Granada CF tells Real Madrid it won't negotiate for Oscar Naasei upon, and they stick to their 10 million euros release clause for the player. Real Madrid, according to report, says that they are unwilling to pay that amount for the 21-year-old Ghanaian centre-back. Now, this is the player that Real Madrid are seriously interested in. They see him as the future. They see him as the next Rudiger. And they sent 1 million euros bid for this player, but then from all indication, Granada are looking to take 10 million euros from Real Madrid so they can trigger the really clause of this player. But I think it's far-fetched. I don't know what Granada are thinking. There is no one who's going to pay 10 million for him. I mean, that's the truth. Because when you go to transfermarkets.com, he's not even up to 1 million. Yes, it's not even up to 1 million. So I don't know what Granada is doing about this. But then, guys, this is the latest update concerning Oscar Naasei upon and his move to Real Madrid. Definitely, this will be good news to Burnley, who have also shown interest in the player. Now, let's move away from that and talk about Kwame Poku, who plays in League One with Peterborough. Currently, he's a free agent. So far with the club, he has played a total of 147 games, scored 30 goals, and provided 30 assists. This player is no joke. He's a very, very, very good player. But then what we hear is that since he's a free agent, a lot of clubs looking at his numbers are interested in the player. Clubs like Celtic have shown serious interest in the player. But then when the coach was asked, he said no. Brendan Rodgers said they don't know anything about Kwame Poku. They are not interested. Even the clubs, sporting director, they all denied, or being linked to Kwame Poku, but definitely there's some interest there. Rangers have also shown interest in the player, and clubs from Belgium and Germany have shown interest in Kwame Poku. The player scored 30 goals and 30 assists and provided 30 assists. He's no joke. He's no joke. He's a very, very good player and played extremely well in League One. I would love to see him in a league where he's going to play, with the best teams. I want to see him play and see how well he can develop. But then Kwame Poku is one to watch for the future. Now let's move away from that and talk about Rahman, who is in Ghana. And guys, you can see his video here, training and everything. Now, Rahman in an interview with Joy Sports talked about certain things that we have been talking about for a very, very long time. Now, this is what he said, and I read. He says that when you go back to your club after international duty, your teammates mock the country because of the pitches we play on. It's honestly a national disaster. He did not lie there. He also added that I understand the weather makes the pitch maintenance difficult, but we still need to make the effort. Improving our pitches will benefit all our national teams from the junior to the women's side. I am pleading with those in charge. Let's at least ensure the national team has a proper pitch to play on. Sometimes it is really embarrassing. This is coming from Rahman, who has said he's not going to play the Black Stars anymore. I don't know if he's going to change his mind, but then he's actually pointing out a very important issue concerning Ghana football, the pitches. In Ghana, I don't think we have a standard pitch. We are always being, shown the leniency card. The day CAF and FIFA would frown upon us and decide to punish us, it would be very simple. We'll go and play our games outside. But then, guys, you have heard from Rahman. Let me know what you think about that down below in the comments. Thanks for joining me. My name is Adam. I'll make sure to see you in the next one. Charlie, we go viral.